Again, these are nice chairs that we're in. You guys can't see them full on, but I'm feeling like, I feel like Chris Rock and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and I want a white boy to bring me coffee.
I'm making the neighbors uncomfortable. Making these white neighbors uncomfortable.
Fuck them!
But yeah, Patreon tier. We have a tier on Patreon called Immortality is Yours, Take It. By the way, you guys are fucking killing the Patreon.
Loves it.
Thank you guys so much for all that you do.
You guys are going for the high score.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
This one's for Leah Carter, who's been around for a while.
Oh, Leah Carter. I know that name. Hey, Leah.
She loves Alice in Chains, and we love her. Don't you touch that fucking camera. You better back away. Back away. Not you, Leah.
No, Leah.
Come close.
Come close. Always in our face.
So, you picked one of my favorite, most underrated, top 10 probably, in my opinion.
In your top 10?
In my opinion. Top 10 most underrated films of all time.
It's underrated for sure, yeah.
SMOKIN ACES, Ryan Reynolds, Ray Liotta, Matthew Fox.
How much sexual can you fit in one can?
Dude with the weird mascara from Lost.
Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia. Not Kevin James, but that...
John Leguizamo.
No, he's not in this either.
No,
Alicia Keys.
No, what the...
Common.
Common?
Jeremy Piven.
No, what?
Joel Edgerton.
Joel Edgerton.
Fuck!
Warrior.
Directed by Joe Carnahan, who almost did a Daredevil movie. Which
Are you sure? I thought this movie was directed by Shane Black.
No.
No.
I can see that.
I can see that, yeah.
If it was Christmas.
Yeah, SMOKIN ACES. It had been a while since I'd seen this movie, so I appreciate Leah for suggesting it. I was a young child.
A masculine child.
Coming off of the fields of Valhalla. And I'm trying to figure out my way in life when I first watched this movie. And when I was younger, when I first watched it, I didn't get it. I liked it, but I didn't get it. As an adult watching it again, this is only the second time I've ever seen it. It connects with me.
So you were Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I wasn't Rotten Tomatoes.
They didn't get it.
I was Rotten Apples.
They still don't get it.
But I got it after watching it recently again for you, for the Patreon, and... Wow.
Like
it was. I know.
You paused.
I want to fucking eat.
You paused.
I know. No,
we don't ever pause.
I know. It was.
We should start pausing.
Like it was one of those movies. Like I know it wasn't. No, we don't pause anymore.
We should take dramatic pauses from time to time.
Are we gonna be like Jim Brewer?
Because we look like we're on cocaine.
Yeah,
we don't even know where to get cocaine.
I wish we did. We would lock ourselves in a hotel room and never come out for a day. But yeah, it was one of those movies that after you get older, I think that it definitely connects and you get what they were going for. It has that element of the mobster, mafia style that you want with the cops chasing the bad guys and like this kind of Goodfellas vibe a little bit. But what mainly sets it apart is it's got this rock and roll action background to it that makes it fucking insane.
If an attempt is made on his life, it'll be made by those of the strictest professional caliber.
That makes it almost like a comic book graphic novel come to life on screen.
Ben Affleck's in it.
Ben Affleck's in this with a fucking huge handlebar mustache and rocking the shit out of it.
Dude, Ben Affleck's character's stupid. Like, it's probably the worst acting role by Ben Affleck in his whole career. What's with that fucking hat? Did you see the hat he was wearing? Yeah. Dude, that hat looked like a grandmother's purse.
That's you get that automatically when you move to New Jersey.
Jeremy Piven is a Las Vegas, like, cardsman. I don't. What the fuck is a cardsman?
Illusionist.
He's an illusionist.
There you go.
Lumineers.
Nobody says cardsman unless they're fucking like a businessman from fucking a car wash.
Buddy, ACES is real.
He's a strung out, washed up, has-been, jerk, snitch, 7-layer loser.
He's hooked on coke and he wants to get involved in the big
wannabe.
shit. Yeah, so he gets involved with the mob, and there's this mob boss Sparazzo who wants to put a hit on Buddy Israel, who's hooching on his business because he let him in, but then Buddy Israel, who's Jeremy Piven's character, wants to take it all over. So he puts a hit on him and he wants his heart taken out. And then this is where all the crazy actors come in. These huge factions of hitmen want to come to this hotel in Lake Tahoe where he's staying at because they want the $1 million hit. Now Ryan Reynolds' character and Ray Liotta's character are the two FBI agents, and they want to get him in there and pull him out of there, led by their FBI director, Andy Garcia, because this fucking movie's got a crazy cast. And they want to get him out of there amidst all these hitmen getting in there and trying to kill him, and shit just goes wahoo.
and hard, player.
You got the Trimmers.
I'm going down.
I bet you are.
Hey.
The Trimmer brothers just reminded me of the extended family of Rob Zombie. Like, that's
Yeah.
probably what he has over his barbecue.
Rob Zombie should make a movie about the Trimmers.
The Trimmer, yeah, that's up his alley.
But Chris Pine was really early in his career with this, and I didn't know this, but you know Chris Pine got that role because it was supposed to be Michael Shannon, but apparently he was rude to a costume designer, and Joe Carnahan fired him. I've always been a huge fan of Ryan Reynolds, and when this movie came out, I watched it solely for him, but ended up loving the entire fucking movie a whole lot. But dude, I thought this was one of those movies that early on showed what a great actor he was, and I don't think a lot of people picked up on it because the movie, for some stupid reason, was so poorly reviewed. Man, like everybody hated this movie. When it came out.
It might have just
so
been,
good though.
I think the timing when it was released,
But
people just didn't get it. And I think that was. I think
the
that's
viewers were like, violent, it's so violent, ultra violent.
I want the violence.
And everybody was like, well, it must suck because the reviewers hate it. 'Cause we're sheep. We're fucking sheep.
I'm not a sheep.
No, we're not.
I want violence.
That's why I saw
pants.
Twice.
Twice? But yeah.
2.5 times.
Ryan Reynolds, I think for me personally, what really captured how good of an actor he was a movie called Buried. Fucking amazing fucking movie. Great goddamn
Got some
movie.
credit for that one,
If you've
probably.
never seen that movie, go check that out. Jeremy Piven is... I like him in this movie, but goddamn, I wouldn't be his friend.
He walks over and he's like, Hugo, talking to Joel Edgerton's character. He's like, what the fuck is that? He's like, I don't know what's it. He's like, what the fuck is that? And there's a jacket and there's a big cum stain on the jacket. He was like, it looks like someone jizzed on my $8,000 coat. And he was like, what is that? He's like, I don't know, cinnamon roll.
And he's like, and then Jeremy Piven's like, a cinnamon roll? Is it a roll of cinnamon?
I don't know. Cinnamon roll. Is it the cinnamon roll? The cinnamon, the roll of the cinnamon? That looks like jizz. Yeah. Eastern European jizz.
It's probably the best part of the whole fucking
Yeah,
movie.
it's so crazy though, like to think that
Suffice to say, some shit don't wash out.
Joel Edgerton, yeah, he was like, you've let this sit for 8 hours, soaking in the fibers. And I like how Joel Edgerton was like, I take it to the cleaner. I take it out. He's like, it's been soaking for 8 hours. But yeah, dude, yeah, those parts when Jeremy Piven's on point, like when he's like yelling and screaming and being this douchebag, like you couldn't have picked a better douchebag except Jeremy Piven. And I don't know, I think it's just internal. I think he has that inside of him just to be that way.
Yeah.
And it works.
He's a coked out Ari Gold. Alicia Keys was really good in the movie. Like, I thought she did a great job. But the girl that they hired to go alongside her was like, she was like Luigi to Mario's Mario. Like, the whole time she was just like over the top. Like there's one scene where she's eating and she's like,
Yeah.
we gonna get these guys! Salt and pepper!
She gets wild and crazy. They just up and fucks you for no good reason. You know? It's the way of the world. Way it's always gonna be.
I mean, you had a great fucking stellar cast. You have a fucking amazing cast. You have Andy Garcia. Nobody talks bad about Andy. And even though...
Except for Godfather.
Godfather fifth.
That little guy right there, we don't talk about
We
that.
won't look at that stain on the
That's where he
wall.
got his bones.
It's like somebody took a black light on Andy Garcia's fucking career. I'm like, what's this? It's like, that's, don't.
That's Boner Jams on 3.
I got that from Yard Sale. But yeah,
Cinnamon roll.
There's something about the very, very end of this movie that I'm like you got something great. You got a great build up. You've got a great climax. You've got all this cool stuff happening. You know, explosions, guns, tits, everything's there, mobs, and then you go downhill and it's just like, oh, the ride's like you're sitting on the roller coaster.
I get that,
and it kind of slows down. Not that it's bad.
I just liked it because it did.
It was cool, but I just felt like. I don't know. I didn't want Ryan Reynolds to go out as a bad guy. I guess. Like, I mean,
I don't think he was a bad guy.
Yeah, I did.
I agreed with him.
No, really.
Hey, you don't sacrifice one life. We don't trade lives.
Shut the fuck up.
We don't trade lives, Jack.
Oh my god.
Anymore.
I would rip a fucking soul out of your head.
Trade lives.
No.
That's what
I would have already fucking Tony Stark repulsorate your head.
I swear to God, if you throw another moon at me, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm gonna commit a Bowflex.
Did you laugh though when Ryan Reynolds was talking? And Andy Garcia's badass in this movie.
Andy Garcia is great.
If you like, I take your resignation right now.
Verbal. Give me your verbal.
Yeah. It's like, would you take that gun out of my spine?
No, that
or at least put the safety in.
Dude, that one part when he was like, I would have pussied out when Ryan Reynolds is walking him back to the surgery room, and he's like, "Your career is over." And he's like, "You'll finish." I would have been like, "I'm sorry." Like, can we start over? I'm sorry. Can you just tell me what happened?
That's what he did. Ryan Reynolds kept going. He was like, he kept going. It was like when you're pushing a parent or like a boss.
Yeah.
It was basically like Judd Nelson versus the principal in Breakfast Club. He was like, "Yeah, I'm another. Yeah, so." It kept going, and finally he was like, "You fucking asshole!" And then there was just a pause of silence, and they just stared at each other. He was like, "Oh shit."
No, Garcia's like,
far,
"I'm gonna let that go in light of what just happened because I understand it. But now, if you savor your career, walk back out and get your debrief at the DC." It's like, yeah. I mean, Ryan Reynolds stuck to the badass key. He was on the note. But I would have been like, absolutely, I am so sorry for what I've said to you. And I loved you in...
Are we clear?
Yeah, we clear.
Are we clear?
Crystal. I thought he was going to say crystal.
I did too.
And he was like, all clear. But you know what? I get his anger and I get why he did what he did. But at the same time, I just feel like it was such an arrested scene in the movie that after everything that you've gone through, after everything that's happened, and then you come down here and this is happening, and that's the very last shot of Smoking Aces. I think it could have been more epic. Honestly, I wanted to go out on a note with like, you know, it already kind of injected like that comic book feel. I wanted something more amazing. I think
the movie missed
dynamic.
It was a badass last shot.
No, it was cool.
Because the framing and the music and Ryan Reynolds
music's amazing.
And the beard.
No,
but
he was preparing for Amityville,
right? But it didn't fit with the rest of the movie.
No, yeah. And there were some times, and that's not just the end of the movie. There were some times throughout the film that interspersed, there were scenes that just didn't fit with the overall theme they were going for. Like, because they were trying to make. And again, I'm going to go back and say it, like a comic book action film, graphic novel come to life before Sin City almost. And you could have added some elements in there. And made that kind of a reality. I mean, it was still cool. I still liked what they were going for. I just think that the execution of it wasn't as good.
I think it's a dynamically off film. Like, it goes up and then down and then up and then down. It's dynamically off, but... What some people don't like about that, which I get it, I see that when I watch it too, but I actually kind of like it because it's different from other movies. It's not a typical standard action, you get this, you get that. But I get why it throws people off.
How does Ryan Reynolds' dick taste?
Pretty good.
Does it taste like salt?
Leather.
Leather and dreams?
Unicorn cereal.
I knew it.
But I give this movie a 9 out of 10. I love it.
I'm still on a 9 with you. I'm still on the 9. I just, and there's nothing like I said, at the ending, and I know I'm bitching about it, but I'm not really bitching about it. I'm just saying I want it more from my fucking brand cereal. Like, I didn't buy the off-topic brand cereal. I bought fucking Lucky Charms. I didn't buy Charms that are Lucky from Save-A-Lot. I wanted my Lucky Charms. Now, and again, I mean, I think what blows my biscuits out of the water is the fact that you have Andy fucking Garcia. Like, Andy Garcia, besides Godfather 3, and Ray Liotta, you have both those guys, but you have Andy Garcia in this last scene of a mob movie, basically, with Ryan Reynolds, who, again, Ryan Reynolds is, I think, very underappreciated and not shown the range that he can do. I mean, you got Deadpool now. Deadpool's great, but he can do so much more. And you have that one scene, and he does expand a bit, but it could have ended on such a more dynamic way in that very last scene, that last shot. When you mentioned Tarantino, I would have rather had Tarantino come in and add that, you know, dialogue and the unparalleled way.
I think he would have veered too off course with it.
Well, I'm just saying, I think that it could have been something more and it wasn't. But at the end of the day, the movie's a 9. I mean, if you haven't seen this fucking movie, or if you've ever, like, maybe heard about it and you never took the time to watch it, it's totally worth your fucking watch. Totes. Go enjoy that shit.
I think it's a great fucking movie. So if you think I'm wrong, comment down below and fucking tell me to my face.
Let's fucking fight
on the internet.
Maybe at Boulevard Square, 112, New York.
Comment down below. What do you guys think? Leah Carter, thank you so much for picking one of my favorite films of all time.
Leah, you're badass. Thank you. I haven't seen this since childhood days.
She's a cool chick, man. I like her a lot. A lot. Comment down below with your all thoughts. We love your fucking faces. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some I said, God damn! In a new house. Wham up in you.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.